Hey guys, I'm UsWeekly's entertainment director, Travis Cronin, and you're in the Kardashian Korner. Well, the Kardashian brings us all of the biggest drama celebrity news of the week, and to break it all down, luckily I am joined here by my two co-hosts. We have Brandy Robidoux.
Hey everyone.
And we have Nicholas Gonzalez.
How's it going, everyone?
Oh my God, we're doing better than everybody who's against Blac Chyna in the Kardashian court with a K. That is right. Please don't spell it with a C when talking about the Kardashians in court. So let's kick it off with talking about Blac Chyna, whose real name is Angela White, who has taken the Kardashian Jenner clan to court, saying that they got her reality show, Rob and Chyna, canceled and ruined her TV career. Now, Blac Chyna spent about 6 hours on the stand on Wednesday as the first witness called in her $100 million lawsuit. She admitted that she had to swallow some pride and move in with Rob Kardashian, noting that the house that they shared for only a few weeks in 2018 actually belonged to Rob's half-sister, Kylie. Now, Blac Chyna was asked on the witness stand whether she holds any grudge towards Kylie Jenner for, quote, stealing her boyfriend, because of course Kylie dated rapper Tyga, the father of Chyna's son. The prosecution, the Kardashians' lawyer, Michael G. Rose, asked her, do you bear a grudge against Kylie Jenner? She says, not at all. She took your boyfriend, right? The lawyer shot back. No, Blac Chyna responded with a laugh. I have no ill will against none of these ladies, actually. Now, Kylie Jenner was seated front row in the courtroom with Kris Jenner to her right, Kim Kardashian, and Khloe Jenner also there for support. Now, what do we guys think of this wild Blac Chyna testimony, her vindictive against Kylie? What were your thoughts?
Well, I have some thoughts. I think it's such a bold move in the first place to take the Kardashians to court over money. I mean, they just have so much disposable income. It just worries me. I would never do such a thing. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if I fully believe that I have no ill will comment just because you're in a courtroom with them. But yeah, I mean, I honestly think like the Kardashians always want the best for Rob so much and love him so much that when they were together, like they really did want the best for them as a couple too. So I don't know if they necessarily were trying to attack her or have their show canceled by any means.
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this. I want to hear more of like the nitty gritty details of like their relationship, because he's done some messed up stuff in the past. Like, you know, there was like this whole revenge porn thing, I think, at one point too. Like, he's not innocent on any of this, but also this whole thing on court is not really about like their relationship per se. I think they dismissed that maybe to focus their energy on this case right now, which is all about like the show being like taken down and canceled. Now that I think she might be able to pull it off, you know, and yeah. Especially since now the Kardashians are enemy number one. The fact that the jury was just mocking the Kardashians, and the fact that there was a guy being like, yeah, I can be impartial. I've seen her sex tape, and everyone was like laughing except for obviously the Kardashians. Like, I kind of felt bad for her, but also like they did something. I don't know. It's just it's a lot of emotions flying on this, and we'll see if I was gonna say, yeah, Angela's, it's so weird calling her Angela.
Her real name is so normal.
It is. But do you know what's not normal? Her mother, Toni, who is just such a wild character that I don't even know where to start with Toni. But the judge did, because they barred her from the court. Yes, she was barred from the court after the judge was showed some of her Instagram Live where she was threatening the Kardashians, likening Kris Jenner to a Saw character, and really just ripping them apart. Some of it made sense, some of it did not, but it was all very aggressive. The judge saw this and then barred Toni from the courtroom for the safety of the Kardashians. Now, she had said that Toni also said that she would, quote, get the judge on this, and Toni said that she was doing comedy. She said no one is going to stop her movement, and this will something that she will not be held in contempt for. I love some Toni drama because she is just one of the messiest moms in Hollywood. What did you guys think of this wild outburst and threats, calling Kris Jenner Jigsaw and Saw, likening them to these horror characters? It was wild.
So mean.
Yeah.
The Kardashians would have saved a headache if like they set a standard rule of like when you date someone, you got to meet their parents. Like it would have avoided so much trouble. Not that saying Blac Chyna is like her mom, but I would like stay like away from all of that just if the mom was like that. And she's been like that for years, I feel.
I feel like Blac Chyna probably like sat her down before court and was like, okay, mom, behave today.
I feel bad
and she
for
didn't
Blac
listen
Chyna.
to any of it. Yeah, I do feel bad for Blac Chyna. It sort of gives me a lot of empathy towards her a little bit, seeing how her mother has reacted her entire career, and especially in these court proceedings before they even started. This wasn't even an outburst in the courtroom. This was before they even started. And you don't say you're going to get the judge. That's going to really upset them. It sounds like you're going to take a hit out on a judge. Just a courtroom 101. Just don't threaten the life of the judge. Seems to be a winning move.
Even China's lawyer was like, yeah, just ban her. Just we don't want her either.
Wow.
Yes. When even your daughter's lawyer is being like, yes, keep you out of here, check yourself immediately. Now, Nick was saying that Rob Kardashian is not innocent in all of this, and he is absolutely right. He released all of these sexually explicit nudes of her, videos of her right after they broke up in retaliation. It was really messed up, saying horrible things about her when she's the mother of his child. And Blac Chyna did some messed up things too during their breakup. Now, she was asked by the judge why she put a gun to Rob Kardashian's head and wrapped an iPhone cord and strangled him around his neck. Blac Chyna said she was just joking when she put the gun to Rob Kardashian's head. She said that he was FaceTiming with two friends when she took the gun off the dresser in the bedroom and jokingly put it on him, saying, "If you ever leave me, ellipses." Blac Chyna claimed the threat wasn't serious and that Rob appeared to be finding her actions amusing. She said she testified it was not loaded. I would never shoot Rob or anything like that. I was just joking, like, ha ha. As for the iPhone cord, Blac Chyna claimed she was again jokingly wrapped it around Rob's neck to, quote, get his attention while he was playing video games, not to strangle him, she testified. Now, Angela White, Blac Chyna's lawyer, showed a video clip in court from the night of the alleged fight between the couple who split back in 2017. While the footage shows Rob in a torn shirt, Blac Chyna claimed they were being playful and she never intended to hurt him. Now, what do you guys think of all of this gun to the head, strangling with an iPhone cord testimony?
I feel like first off, to the fact that he's seen in a torn shirt in the video, I feel like that's not a surprise. He wears the same uniform all the time. So of course that stuff is going to get tattered and old. So I feel like it depends how torn it is. Like, was it like, oh, we just got into a fight and like the hole's this massive? Or is it just like a fashion style?
It's like a big hole like by his neck. It doesn't look good.
He wears the same shirt all the time. It's going to eventually disintegrate.
Fair point.
Anyway,
I mean,
sorry.
I don't think that would be a funny joke for me personally. Loaded or not, I think that that would be in poor taste if my significant other did that to me. But yeah, it all just sounds very toxic to me. Clearly, they were not meant to be together.
Yeah, I don't know. That the whole like pretending with the gun thing, maybe the cord you can pull off a little bit, but even then it's like when people start making like vague threats like that, like it's not a threat, it's a joke, whatever. But even when they start like allegedly doing that type of stuff, like that's where you got to have a counter in your head. Like, all right, the potential of this actually being a reality, or like, you know, you gotta start worrying a little bit, being a little bit more cautious. That's so dangerous too. Like, I think it was unloaded, but still, like, just the idea that someone's willing to be that comfortable. Like now, I guess things are different because, you know, they had the Rush tragedy. So like instantly you're thinking like, oh no, like, you know, you never know with these things. But like even back then, you should be like, that's a big warning sign. Like, all right, this is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding a gun to someone's head as a joke is never a good idea, even if you think it's unloaded. Do you really know it is not worth the risk? And playfully wrapping an iPhone cord around someone's neck. And really, because Rob was so disheveled, it was clearly a fight. I mean, maybe the gun thing was a joke, but the iPhone cord, I mean, if you've seen the video, it is very clear that they are physically assaulting each other. And that's really the day that led to their breakup. Dream Kardashian, their child is also there. It's really messed up. But both attorneys for Blac Chyna and the Kardashian cast each other as the villain in court as they started on Tuesday, as they told two versions of how Blac Chyna turned from an exotic dancer to a reality TV star. Now, in an opening statement, Blac Chyna's attorney paints a picture of a young woman who worked for years to build a professional and personal life to herself, only to have it destroyed by the Kardashians. Meanwhile, the Kardashians' attorney described Blac Chyna as an opportunist who desperately wanted to be part of this family, but by no fault of his own clients, that never happened. Now, Blac Chyna had brought this whole lawsuit up in 2017, accusing them of defaming her, wrongfully interfering with the filming of the second season of her reality show, Rob and Chyna. Don't know how that we're going to do that without Rob. Then just really vilifying each other about their romance and what caused the end of it. Now, in 2017, Rob had a restraining order against Blac Chyna and sued her, but they dropped the case, quote, a source close to Rob told us, for their daughter. Now, it's really a she said, they said thing going on here in court, and it is so messy. Whose side of this really the angle is? Did the Kardashians defame Blac Chyna and ruin her reality TV career, or is Blac Chyna the one who sort of ruined it herself, is the key point at this whole court battle.
Travis, I feel like you brought up a really good point, is that it's really hard to have future seasons of Rob and Blac's show when they're not together. I'm a little skeptical about the whole case, because I just think this is a natural trajectory that was inevitable. And I don't think it's the Kardashians' fault per se. And I do think she lucked out a little bit having them in her life for a bit. It definitely did give her a big platform. So I don't want to pick sides, but I'm not necessarily on Blac Chyna's side.
Well, luckily, there are still several days of trial and $100 million up for grabs for Angela White, aka Blac Chyna, as long as Toni doesn't get in the way. And luckily, we are here in the Kardashian Korner to break out everything. We will be talking about this case until it ends, because all of the juice brought up is too hot to handle. Brandy and Nick, thank you guys so much for helping me break this down and not going Toni on me. That is what we're going to call it from this day out. I wish you guys all the best and hope no one defames you on this great day. Thank you all for watching, and you'll be back in the Kardashian Korner with us next week. Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.